Welcome to Toy Story 7, and today I'm going to be talking about Doctor Who, and as you see I'm wearing my fez and my Iron Man arm, just felt like wearing this today. Hey everybody. Anyways, so yeah, so if you follow my Facebook page, you'll probably know that I haven't been on a while because me and my family were in a fire, our house is on fire, but thanks to God and our neighbors for waking us up, we were able to get out, and only the basement and some of the stuff in there caught on fire, so everything was fine with the house. They did have to do some work on the basement, so we were out of the house for a little bit, and our Wi-Fi was off. But everything's been fixed, so, I'm back, and I intend to do more videos. I have a Jurassic World video coming up of the T-Rex lockdown. I don't know if I'm about to upload it yet, but I did do a review on, Tetra in the Open Ocean playset Legend of Zelda. It was connection to the other Legend of Zelda video I did a while back, World Nintendo thing. So yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about in this video. In this video, I'm mainly talking about Doctor Who Series 9. I should have done this video for honestly a really long time ago. Oh, yeah, sometimes it knocks off. But yeah, and sometimes it knocks back on. But I should have done this video a very long time ago. No, I'm just gonna turn that off because that would be very distracting. I should have done this video a long time ago, but I've had some problems along the way. I've just been very busy. But a new trailer has been released today, and so I want to talk about it. And wow, it's very wow. If you saw the first Series 9 trailer, you're just like, wow. Well, Series 9 second trailer is just like, whoa. I mean, and yeah, and then there's this rumor that David Tennant and Paul McGann are going to return to Doctor Who as the 8th and 10th Doctors. I'm not completely sure about that, to be honest. I was not sold on that idea at first. Did not really think that was going to happen, but my opinion has changed after watching this trailer for several, well, only really a few reasons, but I will explain them. So mainly, what we saw in the trailer is very interesting. It shows us some of the things we'll see in Series 9. We get some looks at the Zygons, we get 2 shots of them, I believe, and we can see some of the new monsters that just look wow. They've done a great job. So what are my kind of theories from what we've seen? Well, to be honest, I believe we may be seeing the Daleks earlier than expected on this series. Possibly the Magician's Apprentice, the Witch's Familiar, because in one of the clips in the trailer, Missy can be seen talking to a Dalek, or there is what looks like a Dalek eye stalk in front of Missy. So, as far as we know, Missy will only be in those 2 episodes. Like, I'm sure she'll be in more episodes, but those, have been the only 2 confirmed episodes. So, it's either that or a future episode, or, just one down the series. Is what I meant. That could happen, and that would mean that she would be back in more episodes, which I really like that. But that's something that could be. They could be appearing that close, and I kind of have a feeling. I don't know. I don't know if the Daleks will be, because a part of me, it's really hard to explain my next theory, but a lot of people have been saying David and Paul McGann are going to return Doctor Who because they've been seen not filming in costume, but they've been seen together in places, and they've been seen near the Doctor Who set, something like that. I've just read it, and a lot of people are saying he's going to return during when they go to Pompeii, because they're supposed to be going to Pompeii this year. The Doctor's going to meet Celius again. I think that's his name. I can't remember his name, but the other character Peter Capaldi plays, other than that other guy on Torchwood. So yeah, that's what's going to happen, and a lot of people are saying they're going to meet, but to be honest, I've never believed that theory, mainly just for it could happen because at that time Ten hadn't regenerated at all. He had no regeneration, so he wouldn't be like as if Matt Smith was to meet the 12th Doctor, his Doctor. If the 11th met the 12th, he would just go crazy, not thinking he's the real Doctor, because by his point, there can't be more Doctors, whereas by Tennant's point, there could be more Doctors. But what doesn't make sense to me about this theory is just mainly, they've shown us that episode, so, I'm not saying they, if that was going to happen, they would have shown it. I'm just saying we know what basically happened in that episode, so unless there's a scene that we didn't actually see, or, it would just cause so much confusion. But I do believe Tennant may be returning, and if not him, maybe Paul McGann. And the reason for this is my next theory. If you kind of just my explanation sourcing. Anyways, but if you watch a trailer, you'll notice some of the things in the Dalek scenes are very, very weird. Mainly, what appears to be Dalek Sec can be seen in one of the walls, or like on one of the sides in the picture, and that's kind of strange because like they don't use that Dalek mold anymore, like, or not mold, but they don't use that Dalek suit because if they did, it would confuse everyone into thinking it's him. So that's something strange. But also, there's several classic Daleks. Now, there's quite a lot of bronze Daleks too, like mainly the main 2005 ones, but I have a theory about this. In the background can also be seen the Supreme Dalek from 2008 Series 4 Journeys in the Stolen Earth, when Davros invades, or well, Davros and the Daleks invades the world, and like that red Dalek, he's like controlling everybody. That Dalek is seen in, he can be seen in the background. He's kind of like controlling everything. Now, the one thing I will say about all of this that is very, very odd to me, every Dalek that appears here is kind of dead. Now, I mean, I don't know if like I'm not really sure, but most of them are kind of dead because Dalek Sec, he's dead. He's never coming back. I mean, they can't bring him back. But there's a way, and I'll explain that in a second. Then there's the Supreme Dalek, whose head was blown off by, I believe, Captain Jack, or maybe Mickey, somebody. All I know is he died in that episode. Then there's what could be the Cult of Skaro, the other ones, Faye, Jas, the other guy, I can't remember his name, Can, I think, yeah, or Con, I can't remember his name, but anyways, they're all dead. And then there's just some random Daleks who have probably died along the way. Now, you're probably wondering, how do these Daleks exist? It doesn't make sense. It's driving me out of my mind. They all, like, blew up, died, stuff like that. How are they still here? My theory on this is a pre-Time War episode. And about this, the Doctor said he heard legends, like, of the Cult of Skaro. He never knew if they were real. And that would make sense if they're, like, going back somehow. I'm assuming somehow they're going to go to a pre-Time War Skaro. By this point, Davros is probably dead because they said he died in the first year of the Time War and stuff like that. So this will show the origins probably of the Cult of Skaro, and it will probably also show the Red Supreme Dalek. I'm guessing he was kind of like in control of a few Dalek units, and it also explains why some of these other Daleks, like the classic Daleks, are still around. Because I'm assuming there was like no point where they just switched to like bronze Daleks. My guess is like, kind of like the story genesis of the Daleks. My guess is like at some point they just decided to upgrade to a different model altogether, and kind of like that. But so that's what I'm thinking here. But yeah, so will Davros be in charge? That's a huge question. Is he going to be in this episode? I don't think he will, mainly, like I said, because he's died. I also believe that the 8th Doctor could be in here, because if this is set in the Time War or pre-Time War, he would be the current Doctor at this point in the time stream, if all this is correct, so there's a possibility the 8th Doctor could show up. That's how I think he would fit into it. But going back to my other thing about Davros, I don't believe he's going to be in control, mainly because in the Lego video game Lego Dimensions, the Doctor is seen battling Daleks, but not just any Dalek, the Emperor Dalek, which makes no sense whatsoever because the guy hasn't been in Doctor Who for 10 years and was destroyed in like his first or second I don't know how many appearances said, but in whatever episode he was like destroyed in like one episode. So like it doesn't make sense. Why have this guy? So my guess is that will tie in to Series 9 because Missy's going to be in that. Missy and Clara will also be in the game, which also ties into Series 9. I'm not necessarily saying, like, oh, you're going to see, like, all these things that Lego Dimensions has, but I am saying that I do think it's possible that he could be, like, running the show if it's pre-Time War or set in the Time War. That's also a possibility. So, let me know what you think in the comments, but to be honest, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because pretty much out of that entire trailer, anything that really stood out to me was was the fact that almost every Dalek, probably every Dalek in that just scene is dead by now in the current time stream. So I'm assuming it's going to have something to do like that. We're going to see. It will be awesome whatever happens. I'm very excited about the Dalek stories. I'm very excited about the Doctor and Clara because they're going to become funner characters. I know a lot of people hated Clara last year, but Clara will be better this year. And yeah, so as for 10 and 8, do I think it's actually going to happen? Do I think they're coming back? I don't know. David Tennant said he wouldn't come back to Doctor Who for a while, but maybe it's Moffat's way of making up to us for not doing a 10th anniversary. Or maybe, like if that doesn't happen, I do think Paul McGann could happen because, pre-Time War, but I think it might be just a cameo. I don't think it's going to be like a two doctors or, like the five doctors. Don't think it's anything like that. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please rate, like, subscribe. Have a nice day.